Hey guys! Welcome back to Let's Play Star Ocean 2. Last time we were doing some private actions and I figured out why the Leon one didn't work. It requires a certain level of friendship and doing the Cooking Master mini-game thing in Fun City. We haven't done that yet, so I'll try and remember to get back to that one later. Other thing that I figured out is actually how to do this one on Rhaenys Path. So we're on Rhaenys Path, we're at giveaway. Do a private action. This one is based on an earlier private action that we did with Presses in the village of Mars. And they will remind you of that. Yes, if you did whatever private action was there, Presses wanted to play hide and seek there, Rhaenys said no, and I believe this one is doable on both paths, so it doesn't matter who your protagonist is. So you can do this one regardless if you recruit Presses. I've only recruited her on this path, so that's why we're doing it here. And now we have to do some hide and seek in this place. This private action! Oh my god, this private action! It is horrible! I don't know why they would do this. Oh, I had so much fun trying to figure this out. And I looked all around. Guides, facts, walkthroughs. I could not find anything. I found one video finally that shows you how to do this. No one else had this information. This is ridiculous. Now, thing is, if you loop around, let's see, if I go up here, and I'll show this off just to prove how much of a dick move it is. And then you go down the stairs. And you go check in here. There's nobody in there. And you go this way. I guess she's not here. You have to come from that side. What a dick move. I ran through this entire village twice before I found this. This is just, oh, so evil. I don't know why they would have done this. Yeah, so Claude here plays the distraction card, and even though she wasn't in there a moment ago, yeah. I haven't seen her. She's pretty quick. She's also pretty clueless at this point. Now, I remember reading on the wiki, really, that apparently the reason why she's so klutzy and so childlike is apparently her birthday is on, was it November 29th, the leap year? So technically she only has a birthday every 4 years or whatever they're trying to use to explain the fact that she's so childlike because of this. So I have no idea what they're going for with this, but yeah, that's something I read on the wiki. Once you do that, you want to go up here, into here, the library, and go down here. And as soon as you go to any side, she runs. And if you try and cut to the other side, she runs again. You could do this till you're blue in the face. It'll never work. So you have to leave. You go back. She's not there. And now, like up until now, it's been kind of annoying. This is where they decide we're going to change the idea completely. You're no longer looking for a character by going places. You're looking for a character by spamming the button on everything imaginable. She's completely hidden back there. What a dick move. Anyway, I really did not like this private action, as you can probably tell. But yeah, Dead 6 was a pain in the ass to find. And you get a nuclear bomb for it, which sucks and you'll never use. Because I think it kills one of your characters to do something. I have no idea. I think your characters end up dying. That's all I remember about it. So anyway, with that being said, I guess I can do one other private action while I'm here, just because it's at least somewhat interesting. And that involves Noel, since this is his house, or his hometown, actually. And his house is located here. We haven't gone in there yet, so hopefully this works. This is Noel's house. There we go. We'll do this private action as well, and then we'll move on. Not that this one gets us an item or anything, but it gives a little bit of background on the character. You must be that Rhaena. Okay. Shermaze. Sherms? You got me! Old friend of Professor Knoll from when we were students. Oh, okay. I'll get the professor immediately. You have a guest. Can I go up the stairs now? Why you had to go all the way up there and tell him I was coming seems kind of strange, because during a non-private action, all you have to do is walk in the house and Knoll's standing right there. Or like during a private action that's not this particular private action, on any other day, you'll just walk in and he'll be standing there. No one had to let you in. JRPG logic, what can you do? I'll get some tea. Stay a while and listen. She's your friend. Why are you sending her for tea? Hello? Shouldn't that be your job? It is your house. What exactly is going on here? Somehow I feel like I'm being watched. Yeah, who was she? Long time ago, she was a student of mine. So, not when they were students, but when she was a student in his class. Travel about for your research. That works a lot better when you are still employed by the university and have that grant money. But you do you, whatever, buddy. She comes over to the house and helps you out. Wait a minute. Yeah. She should settle herself down pretty soon. She laughed and changed. Oh, we see where this is going, don't we? Why are all, like, male characters in JRPGs completely clueless when it comes to this kind of stuff? Nothing. Never mind. I give up. Do we get tea? No tea? Oh, no. We got more. Do you know of a good man to introduce? Oh, boy. Yeah, send Claude. I don't care. Just, I give up. Okay, then. I already made tea. But, what do you mean you already made tea? I don't know, that just sounds weird. Anyway, enough private actions for now. There are very few left in the game that will have any need of doing. 2 on Reyna's path, 1 which we'll do again on Claude's path. And I think for the most part that's it. Maybe the Leon one if we can manage to get it. But that's pretty much all. So anyway, I'm going to load up Claude's path and I'll see you in a moment. Okay, enough item creation, private actions, and all of that stuff. We should probably actually do something now. Alright, so this is the island we need to go to. This is the first of the fields that we need to go to. I believe you can do these in any order you want, but they recommended we go to the Field of Intelligence first, so I figure we might as well. It's a room with a checkered floor and 3 mirrors in front, but no doors other than the one we came in through. It's a building? Okay. Isn't there something odd about the mirror? Like what? I can't see a... Well, that's probably an important bit. Okay, sorry about the silence. So yeah, basically, once you have the rune codes, you're able to come here, and if you select the leftmost door, you can come in here, get another Gene's Helm if you want, and go on here. Now, basically, this entire area is full of teleporter pads and cups or something. You have to actually, there you go, activate each of them. And as you're doing this, you're going to go from place to place. The map that I've been following makes this area look massive. It's really not that big, though.
Oh no, I'm coming.
That enemy kind of looks like a, oh, what is it? Yeah, get used to seeing this spell, you're going to see it a lot. The one enemy kind of looked like a game controller or something like that. Now that I've got Chisato in my party, I'm now set, and you can see how fast we run with the bunny shoes, but I'm now set up with my final main party. I will be showing off some of the other parties in the game, some of the other characters and stuff like that. This area can be very confusing if you're going the wrong way and you're doing things out of order. This way should be the easiest way, assuming that I'm doing everything the way I should be. Which means I will be checking my notes every once in a while so that I can make sure that I'm not making mistakes, because labyrinthine areas are kind of annoying. Yeah, these guys kind of look like game controllers. Look at how fast I'm running, and I'm not even trying to do anything. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, we get some junk vellum paper. Alright, so I remember doing all that stuff first, and I'm thinking I take the bottom one first. One sec. Okay, good thing I went and double checked, because we actually go in here first for some reason. You would think you would do all of the lower stuff first and then take this path, which looks like it would move forward with things. But no, we want to go in the middle one, which should lead us to some treasure. There we go. Rune metal, which we no longer need. Fruit syrup, which we're already maxed on. And a great punch, which is weaker than the weapon we have. Even though we don't have that particular character press us on this path. Okay, now we're going to go this one. Surprised we're not running into any more enemies right now. It's kind of odd, but we do need to activate all of these in order to proceed onward.
Here it comes.
I'm coming.
We've got more shield dudes. Yeah, that's how fast you run with the bunny shoes on, which is why they're so good.
Unexpectedly weak.
We're getting silver on disc 2 when we have ultimate weapons. Why? That's just really weird. And this takes us back to where we just went into the area, so you're not being too confused.
I will win.
Ah, we've got Master Wizard guys. I'm going to activate heal, even though I don't need to. And then I'm going to work on upping Alpha on 1, even though I keep missing. Yeah, if you shoot into their shield, it blocks it the vast majority of the time. So it's a good idea to work on spells if you happen to get lucky enough to be in that situation. So even though I wasn't doing any damage, I was at least building up my proficiency, and we get mithril shields and mithril from many of the enemies around here. They will start to drop mithril a lot more often, specifically on disc 2, but we really don't need all that much mithril to begin with. It's rather unfortunate. I'm gonna go up here.
This is bad.
We have more new enemies. What in the world are we dealing with here? Now, we can barely see what our characters are doing now because we're going so fast. So you could put on Comprehension now if you really wanted to. Let's see here. Super Specialty, Comprehension. It slows you down, but you can get more skill points. I think there's also a chance you get less, so I just leave it alone. By the time we need to max out our skill points, we will anyway, so it really doesn't matter. I would set it so that it does this, so that all of the items up top are the ones we need for healing. Those are the ones we'll want to access in battle for the most part. You can play around with that as much as you like. I'll go over the other item creation things, like we already talked about Master Chef, but pretty much all the remaining things we can do, including this one that we don't have yet, we'll go into at a later date because we've spent way too much time on all the item creation stuff last week, and even a little bit at the start of this week, just finishing things up, so. Alright, now that we've done both of those areas, we need to head back into here. And then go back to 4. Well, technically, on my notes, the map that they've created, it's 4. And then now it's one of these two. Okay. For the most part, from what I can tell, it doesn't appear to really matter. It's just the way that they build up the map on the guide that I've been following. It makes this area seem a lot more confusing than it probably should be.
Behind you.
Well,
What do we have here?
Healing star.
Let's activate some Healing Star at this point. Since Opera is going to be my source of healing, it's a good idea to work on a Healing Star as you go into dungeons. Maybe not in every fight, but in some of the fights, so that you have access to a useful healing ability. Once it gets to its max proficiency, it'll be really, really good. In fact, one of the best healing abilities in the entire game. But for now, it's just all right. So it's a good idea to kind of keep up with it as you go into new dungeons so that you can keep up with the healing if you need to. Right now, at about 300 proficiency, it's doing 1600 or so, which is enough to kind of get by with things. But you could do a little bit better if you wanted to. Okay. So that should have activated the boss tile, which is here. Now, I think I want to go outside and save. I'm going to make a save state just to be safe. I think there's a save point right here, though. There is not. Okay, so at this point, I highly, highly, highly recommend that you go outside and save. There is a very specific reason for this. What do we have here? Guard system. You will be forcibly removed. Oh, sounds like fun. Get ready for probably the most difficult boss in the main game. And I don't even know why. Everyone's going to stand there, and then he's going to unleash this attack that usually hits. Of course, he's going to turn me into a liar now, isn't he? Yeah, he's going to turn me into a liar. Usually when I get into this fight, everyone stands in the middle here, and he activates some cannon attack, and the cannon attack just annihilates you. And it can, like, one-shot your characters, too. So, I don't know. If you're having a lot of trouble with this fight, what I would do is I would take Opera or whoever you're using for your healer, maybe Reina, and just hide them in the corner and then throw revives out. I'm going to try the boss fight another time here in a moment and see if I can get them to show off some of the more difficult aspects of this boss fight, because I would wipe through the entire game on both my test runs. I'd get to this boss fight and I'd have dead characters, which I never had before. And it's just really weird. Like, even with all the gear that I've put on now, normally I'd have that at this point in my test runs, and I was still having difficulties. So, anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until the cutscene begins, and then we're going to go back and we're going to try it again, and I'll just keep re-recording until I find something interesting. Okay, I'm going to try this time with a completely different party to see if I can get things to go the way I want them to. These ones are the ones I was going to show off in the next dungeon, just to kind of change things up a little bit. But hopefully we can get them to show what I wanted to with this boss, and its really powerful attack that can cripple your party very quickly. Or not. We could just stand here and do nothing and wait for it. It might just never happen. Apparently that's what's going to happen, because they keep casting spells and I'm not getting hit by anything. There you go, that was the ability. This is the one he tends to use at the start of every battle when I'm not trying to get it. Is it actually going to... No, it's going to get interrupted by spells every time. This is the spell I would like to... let's turn you on manual.
Lunar light.
After you cast a spell, fast forward to that. And we'll turn off Leon's spells too. So that's one attack. That one's alright. Now, can you get...
Your light.
Stop gas and cure for a second. And everybody run down the center so he can use his attack. Well, that one can one-shot you pretty easily too. That was the one I wanted to show off, but everyone seems to be not where they're supposed to be. So let's revive somebody here. And we'll bring Leon over to stand here. Now, are you gonna, you're gonna heal yourself? Can you use the ability?
Your light.
Apparently, he's not gonna show it off anymore.
Your light.
Yeah, the AI is really dumb when it comes to attacking this thing. You can just sit there and spam attack over and over again, and it won't do anything. Can you use your ability there, bud? No? You're not gonna show it? Game. This is ridiculous. Oh well. Anyway, so that attack's really powerful and can annihilate you pretty quickly. I'm not going to save on this one because it'll take me forever to try and kill that thing if I try and do it with this party. But anyway, that's what I was trying to show off. We'll start off the next episode with the cutscene that follows this boss fight. There is a difference in perspective depending on who your protagonist is, so I'll be showing both of them. So anyway, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.